Hello students, today we are going to solve this numerical problem, and this is different problem from the last three numericals we have done on truss analysis of truss structure using joint method. So what we have to do, we have to find out the member forces, but the diagram or shape is quite different from the previous numericals. Hopefully you will understand it. What we have to do, we have to find out all the member forces of the truss. You can say determine the force in each member of the truss, state if the members are in tension or compression. So what we have to do, this is quite simple, and this is very easy because we have to find out less number of member forces as we have done in the as we haven't done in the previous lectures or previous numericals. So how many member forces are here? That one is AB, the other one is AD2, and then BD, then DC and BC. So how many member forces are here? 3, 4, 5. 5 member forces we have to calculate it. So how can we do that? We have to first find out support reaction, then we will go for the member forces. And obviously we are again going to do analysis of structure using joint method. So first of all we have to find out member forces. No, not at all member forces. We have to find out support reactions first. So in this solution, this is the diagram, and at joint A you can see there is a roller, and at joint C there is a hinge support. So only one force should be acting at support reaction is acting at joint A. So I am going to draw. There is CX, and there is AY, and then there is CY. So there are two support reactions at joint C, and there are only one vertical support reaction at joint A. So now we are going to sum up moment at C. Why we are going to sum up moment at C? Let me check, or you can say I am going to take color of a different color of the pen. And so how can we do it there? So let me tell you, at joint C, if we are going to sum up moment at joint C, for example, so Cx is 0 and Cy will become 0. So at, for example, if we are going to sum up moment at C, so And even if we are going to take joint A, so what will happen? There are only two vertical forces are here, and we have already calculated the support reaction AY, so we will be able to calculate easily the resolved component of FAD sine whatever the angles come out. So we are moving towards the joint A or joint C. Let's see on the next slide, and we are moving towards the joint C. So it's up to you if you want to take it joint A, it's up to you. If you want to take joint C, it's up to you. So how can we calculate it? So we have to draw free body diagram at joint C, x-axis, negative x-axis, y-axis, negative y-axis. So one support reaction is acting Cx equals to minus 450 pounds. We have already calculated. Then there is FCB, minus FCB. Minus FCB is here, that is the member force, it is acting on the minus x-axis. Then there is the one vertical force that is acting upward, and this is the support reaction, that is Cy equals to minus 225 pounds. We have already calculated in the previous slide. So there is one inclined force, member force, that is FCD, and its angle comes, how can we calculate it? Both sides is base and perpendicular, both are of 4 feet. So we have to calculate the angle here, tan theta equals to 4 upon 4, and theta equals to tan inverse 4 upon 4, so theta is coming out to be 45 degree. So we have calculated the angle 45 degree. Now we have to resolve the FCD into its components. So how can we resolve it? So FCD cos 45 degree and FCD sin 45 degree. So FCD cos 45 degree is parallel to minus x-axis, so it should be negative 1. Or you can say its direction is on the negative x-axis, so it should be negative. So what we have to sum up? We have to sum up horizontal forces or vertical forces up to us, because in both we can easily find it out, because how many member forces or how many forces are on the horizontal summation? Cx minus FCB. I think we have to sum up vertical forces first, so we will be able to calculate FCD. So we are going to sum up vertical forces here. You can see FCD. There are two forces acting over here. One is the FCD sine 45, and then there is a Cy. So you can see here. So this is, and we put the value of Cy here, minus 225. So FCD equals to 318.19 pounds. It is tensile force. Now we are moving towards the summation of the horizontal forces. When we are going to sum up horizontal forces, minus FCD cos 45 degree, minus FCB, and minus Cx. So we are going to write down minus Cx, minus FCB, minus FCD cos 45 degree. So you know that we have assumed that the direction, whatever the direction we have supposed for the support reaction Cs, but the value comes out in the negative sign. So we have taken the same direction, we have assumed it, and we put the value of Cx in minus. So you can see minus Cx, minus FCB, minus FCD cos 45 degree. So we will put the value of minus Cx, it is equals to, we will have to put minus 450 in it, minus FCB, which is unknown, minus 318.19. We have already calculated the value of FCD in when we are summing up or equilibrium analysis of vertical forces. So the FCB comes out to be 225 pounds, that is the positive value, and it should be tensile. You can see here. So this is the way to calculate the member forces. So let me rub it, whatever I explain over here, so it will be more clear to you. So how many member forces we have calculated? We have calculated two member forces. So we are moving towards joint B, because we have already calculated FBA. So we have to calculate FBD and FBC, and you can easily say that at joint B there is only one vertical member force. So FBD comes out to be 0. So solution continued, joint B, and we have to make free body diagram at joint B. You can see here. So positive x-axis, negative x-axis, minus y-axis, and there is the one member force FBC that is acting on the positive x-axis, the FBC. Then there is a vertical member force FBD, then there is FBA, minus FBA, So what we have to do, we have to sum up horizontal forces and we have to sum up vertical forces. So we are going to sum up horizontal forces first. We have already calculated the value of member force FBA. So minus FBA plus FBC equals to 0. We will put the as it is value of FBA whatever coming out to be, or FBC whatever the value is coming out to be. So we have done joint C. We did not calculate at joint A before. So we have calculated the value of FBC. Sorry, we did not calculate the value of FBA. So we will calculate the value of member force FBA here. So the answer is coming out to be FBA is positive 1, and this should be the tensile force. Now we are going to sum up vertical forces here, and you can see there is only one member force and it is coming out to be 0. So it's up till now we have calculated 4 member forces, only one member force is left. So it's up to you. You have to go for the joint D and joint A, but you know this, there are how many member forces are, how many forces are here? 1 2 3 4. For example, if we make free body diagram at joint D, so how many member forces are acting here? So 2 were the inclined forces, so it means this must be resolved into its components, so there will become 4 forces here. So 4 forces, 5 6 forces are there. So we have to select the joint A. We are moving towards the joint A and we are going to make the free body diagram at the joint A. So how can we do it? This is the calculation coming out to be here. So what we have to do, let me tell you. First of all, we have to draw the free body diagram. How can we draw the free body diagram at joint A? You can see there is a free body diagram, and this is x-axis, negative x-axis, negative y-axis, positive y-axis. So one FAB is acting on the positive x-axis, FAB. Then there is one support reaction, that is AY, and its value is 225 pounds. Then there is an inclined force, member force, FAD, and triangle should be 4 4 obviously. You can see both lengths is same. So tan theta equals to 4 upon 4, tan theta equals to tan inverse 4 upon 4, theta equals to 45 degree. So we have to resolve FAT into its components. We should write down first angle here, theta equals to 45 degree. So FAD cos 45 degree, FAD sine 45 degrees. Both should be positive because both are acting parallel to the positive x-axis or positive y-axis. So what we have to do now, we have to sum up horizontal forces or we have to sum up vertical forces. So we only one member is left. It's up to you. You can sum up horizontal forces. You can get the value, or if you are going to sum up vertical forces, you will also get the same value. Now we are moving towards the solution. First of all, I want to tell you if I am going to sum up horizontal forces sum up. So there are two forces acting over here, FAB plus FAD cos 45 degrees. So we have to sum up two forces here. So for example, if we are going to sum up horizontal forces, so FAB plus FAD cos 45 degree equals to 0. FAD we have already calculated the value of FAB in the previous slides. So we have to put the value of FAB, that is 225, and it is the positive one. If it is positive one, so we will move it towards here. So it will become negative, and cos 45 degree comes down, and minus 22 225 divided by cos 45, I said wrongly that it comes down. You can say numerator denominator. So FAD equals to coming out to be minus 318.19 pounds compressor. So there is no need to go for the vertical force summation. So for example, there is no need of it, but I just want to make it sure and I want to tell you that you can prove your answer as well. It is not asking in the question, but for self, you if you want to make yourself satisfied whether your answer is correct or not, so you can also go for the vertical forces summation. So I am going to tell you I want to tell you that there is no need to sum up vertical forces here. If you want to sum up horizontal forces, you just go for that. You will be able to calculate the one member force FAD. If you want to sum up vertical forces, it's up to you. You can sum up vertical forces somewhere and you will get the value of FAD. So it's your choice. So that's why I wrote O or here. So let me rub all the things, erase all the things here, and or if you are going to sum up vertical forces here. So AY is positive, is directing upward. I put it here. Then FAD sine 45 degree, it is also positive, and so AY plus FAD sine 45, then I have to put the value of AY, that is the positive 225. 225 here. So FAD is equals to minus 225 divided by sine 45 degree, and you can see the answer. Both answers are same. So it's up to you, whatever equation you want to use it for equilibrium analysis. And after that you have calculated all the 5 member forces, so only one equation is required in joint A. If you want to sum up horizontal forces, you can go for that. If you want to sum up vertical forces, you can go for that. So we are moving towards the next slide, and we have already calculated all the 5 members, so the question is over. So what we have to do, we have to write down the result, and we are going to write down the result here. So the value of FAB is 225, and you can see in magnitude I already write down the pounds, unit of the numerical used in the question. In the whole numerical, FAB equals to 225 pounds, FBC 225, FCD 318, FBD is coming out to be 0, and FAD is in minus, so there must be compressive force. So this is the way you can calculate the truss members easily by using joint method. So that's all for today's lecture, and hopefully you will understand it and enjoy in learning. Thank you so much.